coverage of the NFL has us at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. And his first pass is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And he'll... turn it to the 24-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. To throw is Murray. He'll dump this one off to Conner. Touchdown! James Conner from 6 yards away. And the Cardinals on just 2 plays have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. McKenzie now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And he's got room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Moore now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. He's got one touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He'll air this one out for Kirk. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. McKenzie now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness, it reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the 3-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for two. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, 46 yards. And the Bills have come back to make it a 2-point game. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for two to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Set to return it, here's Moore. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Cardinals.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And I'll tell you what a bird's eye view I've got here, because that was absolutely something else to watch. Not a lot of wiggle in that. That was catch it and go, and he used those wheels of his to absolute devastating effect.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head, because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray on the move to his left. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play fake. Murray. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Murray. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on fourth down.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford.
And the Cardinals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles.
Murray fighting, lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Deontay Thompson.
So the penalty on the offense, no need to accept that. They'll decline it, and the interception will stand.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Moore now to return. And he nearly broke that for Moore, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Murray. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On 1st down, here's Breida. Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, 29 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie. Allen will try to throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. That gives his guys an 8-point lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, has 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
More now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Murray going for the deep ball. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 42. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First and 10 at the 42-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, Murray. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Murray. This is caught. Touchdown. Christian Kirk. As the first half is winding down. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. They'll try and throw for it. Rolling to his right. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants?
I knew you were going Namath.
Right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a 2nd down. Here's Allen. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Set to return it, here's Moore. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. 5, touchdown, Cardinals. The kick return touchdown goes for 97 yards. And the Cardinals have broken the tie.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Because special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
And they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
And the Bills are going to recover. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Allen will try again on second down. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Allen now on first down. Steps away to his left.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Now a give to Breida. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Allen going to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing now is Allen. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. And the Bills are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Could have been up 1 with a point after, but they go for 2. It worked.
It almost seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you have 1 or 2, the field goal can still get you.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play, picks up the first down and then slides to the ground. Murray now on first down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2.
They'll look to throw.
And the Cardinals are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big gain there for the Bills. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Now Allen. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills are an extra point away from taking the lead. From the gun, it's Allen. And no, they don't get it. Incomplete. And now they really have to be second-guessing themselves. Could have had the lead here in the fourth. Instead, we stay tied. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Moore now to return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And that is incomplete.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Shotgun now for Murray. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Murray now. Being chased out left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. Yep. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They run again with Breida. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Left side here to Sanders. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Breida, he'll try the right side. The nice footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Throwing is Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from winning this thing in the final seconds.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. A very important extra point there, up and good, and that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself in position.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Murray, one final try. Flush to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting.